Oh, we got a bit of a classic here. I have the Mirror Blocks cube right here. Oh yeah. You can usually get these in gold or silver. I decided to go with silver, and I even got the one with, I don't know if you can see. Oh, it's reflecting the light. Wow, blinding. You can kind of see, you can see my screen there. There's OBS. Wait. Whoa. Went red. But you may be able to notice that if I get the, yeah, so you can see down here, these stickers have lines in them, which adds a little bit of layer of extra difficulty because you have to orient the stickers properly. But because they have rotational symmetry of 180 degrees, it makes it a little bit easier than normal. So let's give this a scramble up, and I'm going to show you how to solve this. Is it just a 3x3? More or less, yes, but there's a couple things that I like to do specifically with this that I find make it a little bit easier. So let's give this a bit of a scramble. It turns okay. I think from memory this was actually like lubricated when I got it, but that was a long time ago, probably about 5 years ago now. So yeah, that's well and truly worn off. I think I took it apart once and then all the lubrication just rubbed off. Unfortunate. Anyway, what I normally like to do is I like to start off by focusing on these really thin pieces here. I find them the easiest to identify when they're like the thinnest possible. So the way I like to do this is to line them up at the top here. Make sure, you know, we know where this top center is because it can be hard to tell. Take it to the top and then do the method of like searching around. So that lines up there, and then I can line that up there. Now, if we look at the stickers, you can kind of see, it's really hard to see on camera because this camera is not amazing. It doesn't really help. But you can kind of see that the lines are lining up. You see that there? The lines are, you know, you got to line up the lines. It's important. I mean, I guess it's not that important if you don't really care, but I like to care. So like there, I had to rotate this because those lines don't line up. You can kind of see that. So I just rotated that out of the way. Chuck that there, and then boom, and then that lines up like that. Makes it nice and easy. So now we want to put this piece in there. Yep, that's right, but that's not lined up, so we want to get that in place. Boom, just like so. And none of the algorithms I use misalign the centers, thankfully, so once they're lined up once, they should be lined up forever, which is nice. Okay, so now F2L with this is a little bit hard, I'm not gonna lie. I think this piece seems like it matches up, maybe? If I do that and then chuck that in place, yes, okay, so those two pieces do match up. So now I can chuck that in wherever that goes, which it looks like it might be in this spot here where this giant piece is. So let's give it a look. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we've got that pair solved there. Nice. So now I'm just going to do the rest. I don't always do F2L because sometimes F2L is hard. Especially on a cube like this. Okay, that does line up, which is nice. I'm getting there though. I'm getting better with F2L. I'm working it out. Insert that pair in there. Now that pair is nice. Okay, cool. And then let's insert that into place. And I accidentally inserted the other pair as well. Wow. Maybe I am good at F2L. Okay, so we've got the first two layers done here, which is nice. Now we've got this top layer, which is just OLL. It's really hard to recognize PLLs in this, I'm going to be real. This, you can kind of tell though, with this last layer, which is why I like it. This piece is facing that way, this is facing that way, and this is facing that way. It makes OLL a lot easier, so I know that this is an anti-soon, so I can just do the anti-soon algorithm like that, and then we've solved OLL. It's really, really nice and easy. I really, really like it. And it looks like, well, we can't really tell yet. Let's just solve the rest of PLL now. Let's look. Do we have any headlights? We don't have headlights. Okay. Is this a case I know? So these two pieces need to swap. If I line those up, then these two pieces need to swap, and these two pieces need to swap. I do know this case. Aha. Yeah, you're going back to basics with trying to recognize a lot of these OLL cases, or PLL cases rather, but if you do recognize them, boom, it is solved. Nice and easy. There's no parity or anything with this, and it can actually be really satisfying if you find the right pieces to do like little moves like this, you know? It's really hard to do stuff like sexy move though. Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's not ideal, but there's a couple, you know, fun little bits you can do that make it, you know, kind of fun to play with. But yeah, finger tricks aren't really ideal, and it doesn't turn super well. It doesn't have much corner cutting or anything. Not ideal. But it is, you know, it's fun to solve from time to time. Not the biggest challenge in the world, but if you want to get into shape mods, this is a cool one to do. So yeah, that's about it for this one, and I'll see you later.